Hello, my name's Lisa, and if this is your first time here, then thank you very much for choosing to click on this video. If you are a returning subscriber, then just know that I really do appreciate you very much. Today's video is going to be all about the multi-level marketing company called Plexus. If you've never heard of Plexus, then you may have heard of one of its products, and it's called the pink drink. Plexus sells weight loss products, health and wellness products and supplements. Now the video we're going to look at today has come from a lady called Alexa, and she's put this short 4-minute video on a Facebook Live, and we're going to go over what she says and the, in my opinion, health claims that she makes. And the subject she has chosen is very close to my heart because it is something that I actually suffer from. So I do have quite a lot of knowledge on this subject. The video is titled Hypothyroidism and its side effects. So let's dive right in.
Hello, me again. This is something that I did want to share. I don't know why I keep sitting in this little sunny spot, but I'm just a pacer at this point because I think I sat on the couch for too long for like years that now I just have all this energy and I just don't want to stop moving. But I wanted to talk really quickly about hypothyroidism.
There is something called Hypo, thyroidism, which is what Alexa is saying that she suffers from. And there is also something called Hyper, thyroidism, which is something that I suffered from. So I don't want you to confuse the two, but we will get more into the differences between the two very shortly and how one of them can then become the other.
I have hypothyroidism and I've had it since I was diagnosed in 2017 after I had my daughter.
Diagnosing hypothyroidism is just a simple blood test.
Now, while I still take my thyroid medicine, I went to the doctor the other day for a follow-up. Apparently, I didn't even know I had the appointment. I got a text on my phone, thankful for technology on that, and it said I had an appointment, so I went.
I'm extremely pleased to hear Alexa say that she is still taking this seriously and she is still attending doctor's appointments and taking her medication for her condition. That makes a pleasant change, doesn't it? People in MLMs generally tell you that you can stop your medication, so it's super good that she hasn't done that. I wonder what she's going to say in the rest of the video though.
Had my crazy kids in there. It was like a little stressful. But we were talking and it was Dr. I think his name's Adam Hartman. Great doctor. He's a family doctor. Really good guy. There was a student doctor in there too, and we were just talking, and that's when they were telling me like, oh, you're at a healthy BMI now, even with your boot. I'm like, yeah, thank you. I was telling about, my journey with the health supplements and how I've done it in a natural way, and I'm so proud of that.
It's also good to hear Alexa say that she discusses the health journey that she's on and the supplements that she takes. That is very important to do when you are on medication from a doctor.
We were talking about my thyroid levels because when I was first diagnosed with hypothyroidism, my TSH level was 56. That is extremely, extremely high. It's supposed to be between like 0.4 and 4. Like it's like in the, we're not supposed to have, like 56 is insane.
I'm just going to briefly explain what hypothyroidism is if you're not sure. It is where your thyroid is underactive, and that means it doesn't produce enough of the thyroid hormone, which is something that your body needs in order to function properly. So it is and can be quite a serious condition if it is untreated.
When I got that, that result, they were like, "Are you functioning?" And things like that. And I'm just like, I always feel like crap. Like, I don't know. This is just how I am. I've been like this forever. So when I was at the doctor, this was a big realization for me. And I told him, I said, I never really had any symptoms.
I'm quite shocked to hear Alexa say that she didn't have any symptoms, because the symptoms are quite a lot of weight gain, and it's uncontrollable no matter what diet you go on or how much exercise you do. If you don't take medication to bring the thyroid under control, then the weight gain is totally uncontrollable. It can also cause you to be extremely tired all the time. It can cause you to be quite depressed, and there are quite a few other symptoms, but those are the main ones that most people report to the doctor about when they are diagnosed with hypothyroidism.
But here's what I'm realizing now that I've done this health journey, and I survived on coffee and Coke. First of all, caffeine's terrible for when you have a thyroid issue. Well, not a thyroid issue. It's terrible for my acid reflux, which I shouldn't have been drinking it anyway. I don't know if it's bad for the thyroid. But I was consuming so much sugar on a daily basis with everything, sugar, carbs, all the pasta, that I felt like crap all the time. And this is what I was telling them. I said, so I just think I just didn't realize it. And he literally told me, he's like, I think you hit the nail on the head. And he said a lot of people that are overweight kind of feel like that all the time. He thinks they feel like that all the time.
So you did have a symptom, you were overweight, and that is a big factor in hypothyroidism. Things that you should avoid though when you've got this condition are iron, calcium, biotin and iodine.
And so really they don't notice the symptoms because they're always feeling like dizzy and fatigue and it's like that. And I told him, I said, that's true. It's true. I'm telling you, because that was me. And at least for me, it's true. But, if I'm feeling tired, I'll just grab another Coke to drink. It's like, and then of course I feel more tired. I'm packing myself with sugar. So it all just made sense. So it was a really cool appointment actually. But yeah, I never noticed symptoms of my thyroid issue because I did not take care of myself at all. I didn't. I still think I gave myself the dang thyroid issue from just, I don't know why, but.
That sounds a little odd to me. How can you think that you gave yourself the condition, but you don't actually know why? I'm just going to dive in and tell you a little bit about my situation. I didn't have hypothyroidism. I had hyperthyroidism, and that is the opposite. That is an overactive thyroid. And it's where your thyroid produces far too much of the thyroid hormone, and it actually speeds up your metabolism and makes you lose a ton of weight. So people think, oh yeah, I'd like to have that, but believe me, you wouldn't. It's awful. Because that is just one of the symptoms, and I physically went from weighing 10 stone or 140 pounds right down to 6 stone, which is only 84 pounds, and that happened over a period of about 6 months, and I looked extremely ill, and I did have quite a few other symptoms as well. I had hand tremors, which were uncontrollable, rapid heartbeat, and I felt permanently tired. So if I had slept for 10 hours and then got up, I still felt totally exhausted. And in order to be diagnosed, I had a simple blood test, and then I was put on some medication to bring the thyroid under control and bring it back to a normal level. But the problem is with this medication is it's not something that you can take forever. So you have to then make a choice. And my choices were to have radioactive iodine, but that meant I couldn't be around my children, and I had 4 children. So there was no way I couldn't be around them. So my other choice was to have surgery, which I did have, and they removed 70% of my thyroid. Now that meant then that my thyroid was underactive. So exactly as Alexa is describing, hers is hypothyroidism, and that is when it's underactive. So mine went from being overactive to underactive.
It is what it is, but either way, pay attention to your body. And if you suffer from anything, if you have any thyroid issues, things like that, please reach out to me. I would love to be able to talk on that. Some of the things that I do now that I'm working on lowering my dosage of medicine. And that's, I'm doing that through my choices and the natural products that I'm taking. So let me know if you relate to me on that at all. Also, acid reflux. Acid reflux, I have a hernia. I have 0 acid reflux anymore. It is a miracle. So please reach out if that's you too.
I reached out to Alexa regarding what she's just said about a product or products that she is taking that may help you if you have hypothyroidism. Now, at the time of making this video, she hasn't actually replied to me, so I can't comment on what the product or products are that she is talking about. But one thing I can tell you 100%, and that is hypothyroidism, or something that's easier to say is an underactive thyroid, is a lifelong condition. And just to show you that, I looked it up on the NHS website, and I'm just going to put up what it says on the screen. And as you can see, it says it's a lifelong condition and it does not go away. You will be on levothyroxine for the rest of your life. So I just can't personally see any supplement that is going to reduce the dosage level of what you are on. And I'm not saying it's impossible, but what I am saying is be extremely careful in what you are told about any product from any company, not just Plexus, but I can only speak about Plexus at the moment because that's what I've done the research on. And I can tell you that there is no verifiable scientific evidence to support any Plexus product can cure you of anything that the MLM Hun is telling you it can. And there is plenty of documented evidence to support that. Something else that you need to take into consideration is the FTC itself has over 800 complaints against Plexus and its products. So if Alexa is saying that any specific or a combination of Plexus products can help with your hypothyroidism, then I want her to cite her sources. because yes, something may work for her, but it will not eliminate the medication that she is on, and she would be highly recommended not to reduce the dose of her medication just because it makes her feel better for a limited period of time. So I just hope that she continues to go to her doctor's appointments, continues to have regular blood tests, because that is how they determine how much levothyroxine that your body actually needs, is through a blood test that is generally carried out once a year. I've been on levothyroxine for over 20 years, and my dosage has never gone down. It has only ever gone up. Not by a lot over that period of time, but the dosage has never decreased. And I've taken vitamins and supplements, not from MLMs, because I don't support that business model, but you know, I have spoken to doctors about things that could help and foods that I could eat that would help, and it didn't make any difference to the dosage of medication I was on. It made slight differences to other factors, but never did it ever decrease my dosage. So if you are believing that that is possible, just know that it pretty much isn't. Well, that's all for today's video. Thank you very much for joining me. If you enjoyed the video, then give it a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button, leave me a comment and let me know if you suffer from an under or overactive thyroid, or you have taken this pink drink. A lot of people have told me that it absolutely tastes disgusting, but I can't comment on that because I've never taken it. But just let me know in the comments what you think about what's been said in this little video. I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.